Good morning, and happy Saturday from the farm. Welcome to another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil, where I get to talk story and touch on topics about hydroponics and the farmers who grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. And I am your host, Seany Alfalfaseed. And thank you for being with us on this beautiful morning. The sun actually isn't quite up yet as I am speaking into the podcast for this gorgeous morning, but I thought it would be appropriate to get my day started around 4 a.m. So I've been up, been doing some self-care, and I'm ready to get out there and do some more hydroponics and chicken stuff. And as I've been talking more and more about what it is we're trying to get into, I thought it would be appropriate to give you a preview of something that we are getting into and I am really excited about. We are joining this company called Rent the Chicken as an affiliate. So Rent the Chicken is a national company that's been around since 2013 that actually allows people to be able to rent chickens for about 5 to 6 months so that they can experience what it is like to raise backyard chickens and get eggs. From anywhere from like 2 to 6 birds, depending on what your city ordinances might be. If you're outside the city, then things could be differently. But this is a really neat opportunity for us to start talking and having conversations with all sorts of different people. We're already involved with some of the smaller scale poultry producers, so this allows us to get into the chicken world in a way that we never quite expected. And one of the reasons that I'm most excited about this is because it puts what we're trying to do at Blooming Health Farms in what I believe an even more focused perspective, even more focused direction, rather. As I've been trying to help farmers, we've been listening to both them and what it is that people out there want to eat, what it is they want to do, how they want their food grown. And so it's led us to doing things with hydroponics and livestock. Surrounded by livestock here in northern Colorado, it's just continuously influences what it is we need to do to be of best service and to stay in business and be sustainable as a nonprofit that wants to help the community while also promoting agricultural entrepreneurship. But real quick, while I've got you here, if you like what you hear or have heard so far, please be sure to leave a review, and if you could be so kind as to let others know why they should listen in and stick around as well. So for this Saturday's edition, I am going to talk about the two things that I'm most excited about this new avenue that we have uncovered. The newest avenue being using hydroponics and aquaponics to grow our feed for our chickens and being able to deliver something of higher value to the community at large. So we're getting really great eggs with these highly nutritious, yummy yolks. And we're getting this quality product because we're giving our chickens really good feed and looking at what it is they need in order to get those really great eggs. And so one of the reasons that I'm excited about that is we are pursuing research to understand how that looks in the bigger picture. And while pursuing this research, I get the opportunity to take these at-risk individuals, these at-risk youth and the justice-involved individuals, and start pursuing research in the sense that I get to teach critical thinking in a way that I'm pretty sure nobody else out there is doing or isn't talking about as much as I would like to know. So we are going to be able to teach STEM education from a really neat perspective. We get to do it literally on the farm while trying to figure out some science. Now, we knew that we were doing science originally, but this takes it to a whole nother level where we get to be in the limelight and be looked at by agencies that rely on reporting and are data driven. So our affiliation with Rent the Chicken allows us to go out there and start to talk about all of these fascinating and wonderful things we're learning about chickens and about chicken feed. But it also means that we will be able to teach kids how to go out and deliver chickens to individuals that want to essentially rent them out for a short term. They get to do customer service at a level that is going to be really neat. We get to give them a level of responsibility that I hadn't quite anticipated would be coming down the pipeline. So that's really cool from what I'm seeing. The second coolest thing, or the second thing I'm most excited about with this affiliation with Rent the Chicken, is that they also have this program called Hatch the Chicken, which is a program where you can actually hatch your own eggs. You can get an incubator, hatch your own chicks, and take care of them. And we give you all of the tools and support along the way that you would need to be successful. My first incubators are on the way, and I'm really excited. I'm going to get to do the first hatch to show them that, the process is working as they expect it to. And then we get to do it for you and go out there and help others learn how to be chicken keepers from the very beginning of their chicken journey, in addition to the help that we've been able to give with those that are already along their chicken careers. But the most fascinating part of the Hatch the Chicken program for me specifically is that I love the genetics aspect of my education. So I've been breeding plants for a little bit now, and I have this fascinating tomato. It's a cherry tomato that tastes like candy, and I'm not even joking. The kids and actually everyone who comes by my tomatoes here will strip them off of their berries if I'm not careful, and tell them, hey, no, these ones are for this, that, and the other. Just the other day, I gave an assistant a couple tomatoes to hold that I was getting ready to take the seeds out of, and I turned around and he was chewing on them, and I joked with him. I was like, you're eating my experiments. So getting involved with Hatch the Chicken means that we get the opportunity to breed chickens. And I'm really excited about exploring those opportunities and those avenues. When I recently got a few chickens from an individual up north, some of the chickens were this breed called a Buckeye, and I had never seen that breed before until this guy told me. And he said that these were a really interesting breed, and the cool facts that he gave me at the time were that this was one of the few breeds that was bred by a woman when it was first developed. That was an extremely rare thing, I'm told, and now it's much more common. There's some neat breeds at Meyer Hatchery by Lisa Steele. And the other thing he told me about these Buckeyes is that they are good mousers. They'll chase down rats and mice and kill them. And I was like, wow, these seem like some really neat chickens, and I can't wait to see how well they do. And I've seen that they're actually extremely cold tolerant as well. I'm shocked to see I had a couple of them trying to sleep outside in the negative 20 degrees when we had those cold snaps. And if it wasn't windy, I would have probably freaked out a little bit more. And I went out and looked, and they don't have any frostbite or anything like that. So it's pretty amazing to see, and I'm excited to get into learning more about those different aspects of chicken breeding, because I do believe that in order to have the most sustainable operation, we have to be able to completely understand and control what we're doing in our operation. So we advocate that you can control your feed by getting a premium chicken sprouting blended mix. And it's because of our exploration and learning about how to better feed chickens that we now get this opportunity to better serve our community in meeting the market's demands while still meeting our mission. I find it amazing when you just sit back and let it be the way it needs to be. I spent a lot of years trying to get our farm operation, to what I thought it could be, by trying to grow things that I was really good at rather than listening to what the market wanted. And while trying to grow all those things that I was really good at, I found that I failed more than I succeeded. And it's kind of funny. So what I've learned along the way, and what I want to leave you with today on this lovely Saturday, as I do see some light barely creeping on the horizon there, which suggests I've been talking longer than I wanted to today. But I was just really excited and got a little bit up in the sky about our future affiliate relationship with Rent the Chicken, and how we're getting to marry these worlds that we're in right now. So that is all I have for us on this lovely morning. If you've enjoyed this or any of the previous episodes, please be so kind as to follow the show and give it some stars, leave a rating and review, and let me and others know why they should stick around too. If you want to know more about how hydroponic fodder is helping farmers save water, improve livestock quality, and helping us become better stewards, head on over to thinkingoutsidethesoil.com and get yourself a copy of my book so you don't miss out on becoming part of the next agricultural revolution. And thank you for being with us on another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil. Join us again tomorrow. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below. Leave me a rating and review, and follow the show. Don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health blended sprouting mix. Our mix has been shown to get the best eggs and create the healthiest flocks. With feed costs going up, right now's the time to lock in a subscription so that you can get the best eggs without having to go to the grocery store or the feed store anymore. Check out the links below to get yourself some Blooming Health blended sprouting mix.